Hello everyone, my name is Eva. I am a mom and I've been involved in early years education, education management and CPD training for a total of about 15 years. On this channel, I will be sharing some ideas and suggestions that I hope will benefit parents, teachers and anyone who has the well-being and education of children at heart. Welcome! Today I'll be answering a question that many parents have asked themselves, they have asked other parents, and they have asked me. And that teachers sometimes may also ask themselves while they are observing their students. And the question is, why is this child behaving this way? This is a question that usually is raised especially when children are misbehaving. But it is important to understand why children behave in a certain way. What are the elements that influence the behavior of a child? So today we'll take a look at 6 different factors that may influence a child's behavior. The first factor is the physical environment. The physical environment not only influences a child's behavior, but is also important for the overall development and learning of a child. And a physical environment needs to be an enabling environment that allows children to play and explore. For example, if a child grows up in a home environment that is very limited, restrictive, with no opportunities to go outdoors and be in nature or exercise outdoors, then the child is more likely to be anxious or to feel stressed more often, and this will influence the behavior of the child. The child is more likely to throw a tantrum or to lash out. And it will also be more difficult for the parent in this kind of environment to find ways to help children calm down and relax. The second factor is the emotional environment. All children seek to be loved and cared for and accepted. And they need a safe emotional environment where they can express themselves, they can try new things, and they can explore the world around them knowing that they are safe. If a child grows up in environments that are not emotionally safe, where there is abuse or neglect, or if children cannot develop an attachment to a key person, this will greatly influence the child's behavior and overall emotional development. For example, if a child has been either neglected or they have been micromanaged by the parents, it is less likely that they will be able to develop some coping mechanisms such as resilience or problem-solving skills and relational skills to relate to other people, build positive relationships, resolve conflicts, etc. And because they lack these skills, when children need to deal with confrontation, they will do it in a less effective way. The third factor is the verbal environment. Children learn through their senses. They learn through what they see, what they hear, and also what they feel. When they hear us speaking, they are not only trying to understand what we say, the meaning of what we say, but often children, especially in the early years, will be imitating what we say and how we say it to other people. So the way we behave when we are speaking to other people, the kind of words that we use when we're speaking to other people have a huge influence on children's behavior and also in the way they will express themselves. The fourth factor is personality traits. Every child has their own personality because they are individual people, and we need to understand what their personality is. We need to understand how their personality may or may not change with time, and we need to respect this and to understand how this is influencing how they are behaving. For example, a child may prefer quiet activities, may prefer to sit in a corner being read to, or may prefer one-to-one activities. And when they are relating to new children or to other children, they prefer watching an activity and then joining in, or they approach new children with caution. Another child may be the complete opposite. They may be very social, very outgoing, and may feel very energized by the presence of other children and may seek other children no matter what. So we need to understand what the children need, what are their real needs according to their personality, and then try to provide them with activities and opportunities that match their personality. And why is this important to understand children's behavior? Because children will have different kinds of behavior in different situations according to their personalities. The fifth factor is genetics. Genetics can also have an influence on children's behavior in that they can influence, for example, the propensity for higher or lower levels of anxiety in a person. However, many studies have proven that environmental factors and experiences can have epigenetic effects, so they can change the way the genes express themselves. So genetic factors may be one factor that influences behavior, but they need to be taken with a grain of salt. And genetic factors need to be taken in consideration with a grain of salt, especially when it comes to the early years. Because in this phase, children's neural plasticity is at its peak, and environmental and experiential factors have the greatest influence on children. The sixth and final element is the level of development or the age of the child. Children in different age groups and at different levels of development will have different kinds of behavior. For example, toddlers and very young children will be characterized by egocentrism, by a lack of emotional control, and by a longing for independence that will express itself in testing the boundaries, testing limits, saying no, and many different behaviors that are typical of toddlerhood. And these are 6 factors that influence children's behavior. Understanding these 6 factors may help parents and teachers and carers better understand why children behave the way they do. And if we understand these 6 factors, we may become a little bit more accepting and understanding towards our children and our students. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.